By way of introducing the state-of-the-art talks, which will come right after Elise and I talk, we want to tell you a little bit about our NHGRI's current programs that cover the areas we'll touch on at this workshop. We're going to be really brief because we think most of you know about this already. And we're also going to talk a little bit about a subset of activities in this area, these areas funded by others. We put together a spreadsheet of related projects. You have these. I want to note that it's very difficult to actually find good comprehensive information about even the larger efforts that are going on. We did our best, but please appreciate that it is abridged. And if any of you are aware of others or people who are out there watching don't see their favorite one, we're sorry. If you want to comment and add it to the comments, that would be great. So I think you all know that NHGRI funded in the area of variant discovery and association. We have the genome sequencing program, which, as Eric Green mentioned, is funded, currently funded through 2020. It consists of the Centers for Common Disease Genomics, who undertake rare variant association studies, various designs, though mostly case control, depending on how you count, or it's 5 to 8 diseases, and it's up to 70,000 exomes and about 70,000 whole genomes so far, going to 150,000 and 250,000, divided amongst probably a smaller number of diseases, probably more towards the 5. There's also the Centers for Mendelian Genomics, which at this point has over 4,000 discoveries, depending on how you count them. They are accompanied by analysis centers and also a coordinating center. NHGRI also has a number of smaller efforts where there is some discovery involved, but most of these involve specific contexts and also are more on the Division of Genomic Medicine side. There are others other kinds of projects like this that NHGRI doesn't fund, obviously. There are many worldwide, but just a sampling of the NIH-funded one. I think most of you are aware of the Transomics for Precision Medicine initiative funded by NHLBI, which looks at multiple phenotypes of interest to them. They're funded for 144,000 samples, whole genomes plus other omics data. Many of you may not know about the Alzheimer's disease sequencing program that's ongoing at the National Institute on Aging. And the Common Fund, Gabriella Miller-Kidd's first project, which concentrates on birth defects and childhood cancer. Beyond these mostly case control designs, we've already started to talk about some of the large Cohort or Biobank studies, and many of you are familiar with those. And they promise to have plenty of advantages, and they promise to eventually represent potentially millions of samples, including all of us, the Million Veterans Program, the UK Biobank, and national efforts in a variety of countries. I think what I don't know about these is, of course, and some of this has already been mentioned, we don't know how many of the samples are actually going to be sequenced in each of these. And of course, to the extent that the data can all be put together and one could analyze across, would be a huge advantage, especially when considering, for example, number of cases. So I'm going to stop here and switch over to Elise.